I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
Can you tell which is which? Is there different colors? Better dynamic range, maybe? Autofocus improvements? Sony A7c on your left. Sony A7 III on your right. I want to test today, does the Sony A7c have new color science? So we're going to test a bunch of different profiles, S-Log, HLG, and standard. And also, is the IBIS much better in the A7 III? Because that would be the only reason to get this thing, really. If the IBIS is slightly better, you don't have to browse in a catalog of Catalyst nightmares. You're a piece of shit. We'll get to you. Then that would be the better buy. You get a little Uurig life hack up there. You can see stuff even though it's blurry like a Walmart mirror. It's bullshit. Your life is bullshit. So let me know if I'm wrong here, but we got the Sony A7 III with the Tamron 28-75 at 28 versus the A7 III with the Tamron 17-28 at 28. So that should, in theory, take care of any color differences. They should have the same color. It's a Tamron lens. They're designed to be a trio of sisters that argue over who gets the last spoonful of Kraft Dinner. So right now we're in S-Log 2 on both, same identical settings. Each little thing, detail, saturation, they're identical, and white balance is construed with a gray card, how you should do it. So that made a 4100 Kelvin output. LUT. It's not a LUT. Why aren't I in focus? Seems like I'm not in focus. Was I not? It's bullshit, Sony. This one struggles in S-Log. Maybe this one doesn't. Ever. Sony A7c wins. My heart. So do you see a color difference? If I'm looking just by the screen, I do look a little more orange, reddish on the 3. Whereas the C, that is better. I don't know if that's gonna actually happen in real life. I will try to not color grade. I'm just gonna put a Sony LUT. Seems like it loses me. The box turns gray and it scares me. So we won't do much. Let's switch to HLG 3. Same exact settings. Okay, now we're in HLG 3. Again, I'm seeing maybe a slight warmer tint. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. All I know is Windows clipping. I have no idea how to expose for the face. What are the zebra levels that are supposed to be on your face? I should have those set and not worry about this. I exposed for that, and this is the important mug of existence. It's bullshit. Can someone tell me why that face tracking box is white and then gray now? White, white, gray, white. Why? Whereas the A7C just has a nice box on the eye that never changes. Switch to that eye. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, Sony. Why'd you switch? The A7 III looks crooked. Why can't I ever do anything right? There you are. How was the IBIS in that situation? All right, let's switch to standard profile, and then we'll go outside with the 20mm to make sure on each lens. IBIS test, color test in one. 2 birds, 1 stone. Don't eat birds. Don't eat pigeons. I do it. Okay, now we're in standard on both. We're both at 200 ISO to get some semblance of exposure, similar zebra patterns. The last, in HLG, we were at 320 ISO, just if you were curious. Are we seeing a difference here? See, now I'm seeing that shirt looks orange, that one looks red. It is red. All my shirts are red. I don't have an orange shirt. So if they ever look orange, that's a mistake. That's a Panasonic level mistake. We don't need that in our life. So was the difference the whole time in every profile? Because if it's just standard, you tweak the standard color science. I don't care. I never use this profile. It doesn't have the dynamic pleasingness of the range abilities. So If the S-Log2 both had different colors, or HLG3, that would matter. That would matter hard. Are we seeing it? All right, let's go outside and see on the 20mm. I'll pick a profile. Maybe I'll switch them on the fly. I'm thinking HLG3. I like that one. And we'll see the stabilization. Is it worth it? Because if we have new color science and better stab, and if you want to render a 1 second clip max on Catalyst browse, you can do it in 75 hours. Let's go outside. Sounds like it's raining. This is a nightmare. Okay, we're on the Sony A7 III 20mm 1.8 HLG3. No ND filter needed. If I go in the sun, we need it hard. The cloud just went by, ruining my point. You're an asshole, cloud. Oh, that's an ass. That's an ass move. So how's the stabilization? We'll switch over to the A7C on the same lens, do a walk, and then a side-by-side, and then we'll play around a bit with the Catalyst browse. I want to see how far we can push it. How far can you push that little bitch? Alright, left-handed walk now. So if the A7C is much worse, then you might have something here. And if the color science is the same in this mode, we're in auto white balance now, and just aperture priority, so it's auto exposing. We'll see who handles that better. He's over there. He's toning. Can't see. So we'll see. I don't know, I still think the A7C is the better buy. Let's switch over to him. Alright, we're on the A7C. Same modes. HLG3. Everything is the same, except the IBIS might be worse. I will say this. The mic jack on this, I don't know if it's because it's a pre-production model, but it wiggles. It seems like it'll break one day. That can't be good. But how are we doing on it? And the audio, I was at 15 on the A7 III, had to knock it down to 9. So stronger preamps in the little loser cam. Left-handed walk of shame. So is it a noticeable worse, or are they both just identical shitstorms of terror and wobbliness? Oh, the sun's oh, don't look at my zebra face. Oh, it's so stripy, it's a disease. That's a nightmare. So we will test the browse. I notice on the screen it's like, oh no, it's zebras everywhere, but Sony brings those highlights back, so it doesn't stop panicking. I had to change that video, the XT4 versus the A7C. I kept having to adjust the exposure because I was changing it, panicking on the screen where it don't matter. It don't even matter.
Frederick's irrelevant to his enemies, venomous. His last name was Jealousy.
Middle name was Envious. Split his spinal tap with a beer cap and forced him to strip for me.
Doctor said, fuck, I'm gonna die soon if I don't find a duck.
Instincts of a fucking wild cricket. Dilly delicious, pickled and vicious.
Crippled penguins. They eat lemons resting on lesbians.
Throwing frisbees and cracker triscuits. Licking trinkets of rotten melancholy.
Nobody follow me. I have to run to survive. No telling how long this black man's gonna stay alive.
Crying for a hand. I'll lend you one. Here's a hot cup of fuck off and get lost into mosh pits.
I just wanna feel a tit. Let me hold on to it just for a little bit.
Okay, IBIS is now off. And this is how I would vlog in normal life. This is a good test for the Sony Catalyst system. Can you do it? Can you do that? Okay, IBIS is now off. And this is how I would vlog in normal life. This is a good test for the Sony Catalyst system. Can you do it? Can you do that? Okay, IBIS is back on as we chill by the dumpster. I gotta say, a couple videos ago, I told you that the allow a lens, you could not use Catalyst browse. I can't believe how many people were saying, oh, you gotta change the setting in the IBIS. It was changed. IBIS has to be off anyways, They're not connected. It's something about the electronic contacts. If you don't have that camera, it was a leaf. It was the scariest thing that's ever happened to me. If they can't talk to each other for whatever reason, you can't use the browse. Really, I don't think there's that many lenses that have that, like manual focus. The Laowa is the only one, but it's a fantastic lens. But if I'm being honest with you, the 20mm 1.8 here or the Tamron, is the camera still there? I wasn't even looking at it. Who would come here? It's a dumpster. Okay, Ibis is off. Ibis is off. Can you handle this on it? I'm really jerking it. I'm being a jerk right now. If you can stabilize that, you're good software. Okay, Ibis is off. Ibis is off. Can you handle this on it? I'm really jerking it. I'm being a jerk right now. If you can stabilize that, you're good software. If you walk pretty smooth, you only really need a 10% crop. And I tried that the other day and I needed 20%. It wasn't smoothing it out. So you can play with it, but you better have a wide ass lens. I'm out of breath. Stop, this takes too long. That's what makes the A7 III superior, because it has the digital crop. It's not quite as good as Catalyst Browse, but it's instant. You don't have to browse anything. So I think we're done. We learned stuff. We learned hard. So let me know what you thought. What's the better camera? C versus 3? Thanks for buying it. Subscribe to my right now, saying that.